So let's get one thing straight before we get going. This is not a video about how to save time or make your life easier. That's not the goal of what we're showing you today. Cutting up a whole chicken is not for everyone, but is definitely for those of you who want to eat better chicken. So I'll be honest with you, I usually cannot tell the difference between conventional grocery products and the hoity-toity organic stuff, with the major exception of eggs and meat. And for the past few years, we've been eating farm fresh eggs and meat, and now we can't go back. And if you want to know more about how you can too, check out the information in the description of this video. But the thing about farm fresh chickens is this: they come whole. Farmers usually aren't going to cut them into pieces for you, and that's where this video comes in. Now, since the process for cutting apart a chicken is the same on both sides of the chicken, we're just going to take you through one side of the chicken. In future videos, we'll show you how to turn all the extra bits of chicken that you don't eat into a delicious chicken stock. We'll also have a video on how to vacuum package your farm fresh chicken so you can freeze it and eat it later. Another thing I'll be honest with you about: if you've never really handled raw chicken before, this video might make you queasy. But listen, you can totally get past that. Be brave. You can do this. Now go grab your chicken and let's get started. You'll need a few things for cutting up a chicken. First, you'll need your cutting board. Next, you'll need a utility knife and chef knife. After that, your kitchen scissors. You'll also need some aluminum pans, at least 2. You'll need some kitchen towels and a roll of paper towels, obviously, and a whole chicken. So welcome to our Final Freezers butchering shop, aka our garage. Hey, it's clean. BG will take it from here.
Hello everyone, this is the BG and let's get cutting. I'm going to start by honing my knife. This straightens out the wire edge, but does not sharpen. I'll demonstrate that in a future video. I prefer to use a 6-inch utility knife for all the cuts, while also having a chef knife handy for backup. The bird that I'm cutting up is a pasture-raised Cornish cross chicken. This is where getting to know a local farmer is key. Store-bought chicken that is labeled as all natural or cage-free is total bull. They lived a terrible life before being slaughtered and packaged. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox. Anyway, I like to start by patting down the bird with paper towels. As you can see, the back of the bird, which shows the wings and thighs, and then the front of the bird, which shows the breast and the drumsticks. The first step to cutting up a whole chicken, or any other type of poultry, is to remove the drumstick. I like to flip the bird so that it's breast side up, and then find where the joint between the drumstick and the thigh is. Feel around the top of the drumstick for a slight indentation at the joint, and then drop the knife in. Continue sliding the knife through the joint smoothly. You can also find the joint by making a shallow cut at the top of the drumstick, and then bending the leg to expose the bones. As you can see here, I'm removing the gelatin-like fascia from the drumstick and the thigh. It's something that you see more often in farm fresh chickens, and is totally normal. The last step is to examine the end cuts to see if any pieces of bone were shaved off. As you can see here, I have a piece left on the thigh that I need to remove. The next step is to remove the thigh. I like to tilt the bird on its side to get a good cutting angle. Drop the knife in the pocket between the breast and the thigh. Continue cutting down, taking care not to nick the breast until you hit the backbone. You can also pull the wing to the side to get a better angle for the cut. Follow along the back until you hit the thigh bone. Bend the thigh away from the back to expose the joint. Then slide your knife between the joint to finish the cut. Clean up the thigh by removing any fat that you don't want and any pieces of bone. I prefer to keep all of the skin since pastured chicken fat is very nutritious. A quick tip, a paper towel does a great job removing the slippery fascia from the thigh. The next step is to remove the wing. I like to flip the bird so that it's backside up. Start the cut at the joint between the backbone and the wing. Bend the wing away from the back to expose the joint. Slide the knife through the joint and then turn away from the breast to finish the cut. As you can see here, from left to right, is the wing drumette, the flat wingtip, and the wingtip, which I don't eat but I use for stock. The wing drumette and flat wingtip can be separated by cutting at an angle that splits the difference between the two. The flat wingtip is a little harder to cut through, but it follows the same principle. Then examine the ends to see if any pieces of bone were shaved off. The last piece to remove is the breast. Turn the bird on its side to get a good cutting angle and feel for the breastbone. Start by cutting along the side of the breastbone. Pull the breast away from the rib cage as you slide the knife through to expose the cutting path. Continue sliding the knife along the rib cage to finish the cut. Watch out for the wishbone at the neck, which is at the bottom of the shot. Also be careful at the edge of the rib cage, which is at the top left of the shot. The hard cartilage is easy to shave off and is not something you want to eat. You would have to remove it before moving on. Clean up the breast by removing the excess tendons, cartilage, and fat. If you wish to make chicken stock out of the bones, I like to break the carcass down so that it fits in the stock pot more easily. The first step is to bend the back section of the bird, where the ribcage ends, and cut through the spine with a pair of kitchen scissors. Then use the scissors to cut at an angle through the ribcage and bend the backbone away from the breastbone. Cut the tendons around the wishbone to separate the two pieces. You can also cut off the neck bone. But that's it. Here are the pieces of the carcass for making stock, and then all the finished pieces: the drumsticks, the thighs, the wings, and the breasts. With practice, you'll be able to break down a bird in less than 10 minutes, and you'll also get the bones to make the best stock you'll ever have. So get to your local farmer's market or farm and get cutting. This is the BG, keeping it square.
Congratulations, you're on your way to earning your chicken badge. To bolster your chicken resume further, check out our upcoming videos on packaging chicken and making chicken stock. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. It makes us look legitimate, and we totally are. And don't forget to check out the information about buying farm fresh in the description of this video. See you next time.